Hi everyone. Nes Gadol Haya Po. A great miracle happened here. No, I didn't confuse the upcoming holidays, nor did I confuse Elizabeth, New Jersey with the land of Israel. But today, the 15th, and tomorrow, the 16th of Elul, are days that call upon each and every one of us to thank Hashem for the miracles that happened, even here in Elizabeth Hillside. You see, 4 years ago today, we averted a major catastrophe that could have taken many lives right here in Elizabeth. On the 15th of Elul, a backpack containing 5 explosive devices was discovered on the Elizabeth train platform. Police and the bomb squad were called. The area was secured and the backpacks were set for disposal. On the 16th of Elul, because the sun had set by then, in the midst of disposing the bombs, one of the devices detonated. And once again, Baruch Hashem, the only casualty was that one of the bomb disposal unit's robots was damaged, and even his injuries were considered non-robot threatening, minor. Every year since then, when this day comes around, I just want to sing. What song would be appropriate to sing? I believe that there's only one song that makes sense to sing, because it's the only time in Tefillah that we're commanded to sing. You see, Rav Yosef Cairo, the Beis Yosef, notes that when we say Mizmor LeTodah, the hymn of thanksgiving, we should not merely say it, but rather we have an obligation to sing it. But why is this song so important to this particular Tefillah? The Talmud notes that when a korban is brought, it must be brought with song. In fact, the Gemara in Erechim explains that Bikurim too, connected to our Parsha, Bikurim also require Shira, song, to be accompanying them when they're brought up to Yerushalayim. And the common component between them is the fact that they both come with a sense of simcha. That is, both the korban on the one hand and the Bikurim on the other are only brought when one has a sense of simcha. In fact, the critical to the ability to sing is the sense of simcha. As Rashi famously declares in Erechim, Ein Adam Shor Shira Ela Mitoch Simcha V'Tov Levav. It's impossible to sing if one doesn't have a sense of joy and contentment in life. But why are simcha and joy so connected? And how are they connected to the korban todah in particular? The Gemara in Brachos notes that Arba Tzrichim Lahodos, there are 4 people who have a responsibility to bring a korban todah. And all 4 share one thing in common. They were people who were saved from danger. All 4 know that something very big happened to them, and each one wants to share it. Rav Yaakov Emden, the famous Ayayvitz, explains that we recite Mizmor LeSoda each and every day, because each day we're not even aware of the great miracles that we might have been saved from. And so thus, in order to cover our bases, we say Mizmor LeSoda. The great Hungarian student of the Chasam Sofer, the Maharam Shik, adds that we realize that perhaps we didn't merit, we didn't deserve to have the miracle we experienced, and thus we say Mizmor LeSoda with a certain sense of hachna'ah, with a certain sense of bendness or a sense of humility for being saved, perhaps more out of Hashem's mercy than our own personal deservedness. And so today I recite Mizmor LeSoda because today you and I were saved. That I get. But why am I doing it with a niggin? Why do I need to sing with a tune? Maharal explains that singing comes from a certain sense of contentment, that even now, Gam ki elech begeitz al maves, even when I walk in the valley of the death, lo irara ki ata imadi, I have no sense in being afraid, because I know Hashem, you're walking alongside of me. Lest you think that lowering yourself in front of Hashem is a sign of weakness and emptiness, when one discovers that he or she has left room for Hashem to control and lead his or her life and can develop a relationship with Hashem, then the end result is a perceived weakness that's actually not a weakness at all. It's actually a strength. Indeed, my colleague, Dr. David Rossmarin, has developed a whole lab up in Harvard to prove this exact point. He's discovered that patients who leave room for spirituality in their lives report more positive coping with psychological stressors, all types of psychological stressors, and they report more satisfaction in their treatment in general. In other words, as people in general, or as you and I feel Hashem's presence in our lives, our souls yearn for more. We keep our feet on solid ground, and our souls want to sing. And sometimes that song comes faster because we see it clearer. Sometimes we need to try a little bit harder to see and feel Hashem's gentle hand on our shoulder. But either way, we have plenty of reasons to want to sing, and to sing with a contented simcha in the process. My great Rebbe, Rav David Kav Zatzal, turned to us in the middle of Shir one day at a high point as he was about to let something ride free. And he asked us if he knew why. If we understood why he, Rav David, believed that there would be Tchias HaMesim in the future. Oh, he reminded us of the proof of the Gemara, because the Gemara tells us that there was a proof to be found at the shores of Yam Suf when Moshe and Bnei Yisrael sang the Shira. The Talmud in Sanhedrin notes, Shar lo ne'emar. It doesn't say that Moshe and Bnei Yisrael sang, but rather Yashir, they will sing, implying that there would be a future where Bnei Yisrael will sing. But Rav David said that's not enough for me. Rav David added that the word doesn't say Az Yashiru Moshe Bnei Yisrael, that the plural would go ahead and sing. It says Yashir, that they would sing in one voice, the singular Yashir, singing together. When a choir needs to sing, said Rav David, everyone needs a bit of hachna. Everyone needs a bit of a sense of humility, so that no one's voice outdoes the others, ruining the chorus. Rav David told us that singing together, especially when we experience miracles, is a forerunner of good tidings. And maybe this is the lesson of singing today and tomorrow, when we sing as a community together for the miracles that we experience together. As we say, She'asalanu nes b'makom hazeh, a miracle happened to us right here. And when we recognize that together, Hashem feels ready to offer more and more on our behalves. You know, the Beis Yosef adds that in the future all karbanos will be deemed unnecessary except for the karban toda, and all songs will be superfluous except for the mizmor l'soda. The karban and the song, both generating within us an awareness that He, Hashem, runs the world, and we belong to Him. And both of them have a purpose not only now, while we wait for Geula, but even thereafter, after we've achieved it. And so this Shabbos, I invite you to sing the song as you enjoy your fried chicken or your schnitzel specifically. Speak about and publicize the miracle of the year 2016, especially now, as times are dark, as we're separated through social distance, where it seems hard for us to sing together, as we're encouraged to mask and not get the song going through our masks, but sing that hymn of thanksgiving and make sure everyone in your home and your orbit knows Hu asanu v'lo anachnu amo v'tzon mariso, that we are with Hashem. He created us, and we continue to be involved with Him. We follow Him, and we let Him be our shepherd. If we sing that way, when we are aware of the big miracles, we will continue to sing that way in other times as well, even from our homes, even from behind our masks, even from our socially distant seats in shul. We will sing together and merit in the future, Be'ezras Hashem, to sing a new song as we march together in Yerushalayim. V'sham nashir shir chadash. There we'll sing a brand new song. Uvir nana na'aleh na'aleh. Shabbat shalom to all.